On July 1st, 2025, astronomers detected something that sent shockwaves through the scientific community. And man, things just got even stranger. We're talking about a visitor from beyond our solar system, moving at 137,000 miles per hour, displaying anomalies that Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb ranks at a 4 out of 10 on his alien technology scale. Let's get straight to what matters. On that summer morning in Chile, when the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System telescope captured images of a fast-moving object, nobody realized they were witnessing something that would challenge everything we thought we knew about interstellar visitors. The object appeared roughly 420 million miles from the Sun, traveling at speeds that defied natural explanation. Within 24 hours, astronomers confirmed what many suspected, but few dared to believe. This wasn't just another asteroid. This was 3I Atlas, the third confirmed interstellar object to enter our solar system. And according to Dr. Avi Loeb from Harvard University, it might be the first piece of alien technology we've ever encountered. And here we reach the moment of truth, folks. Let's establish the context here, because 3I Atlas isn't your typical space rock. When the Minor Planet Center announced its discovery on July 2025, they'd already collected 122 observations from 31 different observatories. The object received two designations, 3I/Atlas for its interstellar origin and C/2025N1 for its cometary nature. But here's where it gets fascinating. This visitor is moving at 58 kilometers per second relative to the Sun, making it the fastest interstellar object ever recorded. Faster than Oumuamua, faster than 2I/Borisov, faster than anything we've catalogued from beyond our stellar neighborhood. The Hubble Space Telescope photographed 3I Atlas on July 21st, 2025, when it was 277 million miles from Earth. What Hubble revealed was stunning, a teardrop-shaped cocoon of dust streaming from a solid icy nucleus. Because Hubble tracked the comet along its hyperbolic trajectory, the background stars appeared as streaks in the exposure, giving us a dramatic sense of just how fast this thing is moving through space. NASA's Transiting Exoplanet Survey satellite had actually observed 3I Atlas much earlier, from May 7th to June 3rd, 2025, before anyone even knew it was there. These observations showed the object was already bright and active when it was roughly 6.4 astronomical units from the Sun, farther out than Jupiter's orbit. Initial size estimates from the Vera C. Rubin Observatory suggested an icy nucleus around 7 miles wide, but Hubble's sharper vision revised that dramatically. The core is smaller, no more than 3.5 miles across, and possibly as little as 1,000 feet. That's comparable to the footprint of Manhattan. Yet, despite this relatively modest size, 3I Atlas displayed a coma, that fuzzy cloud of gas and dust spanning 26,400 kilometers in diameter, roughly twice Earth's width. And that's when everything changed. Here's where Dr. Avi Loeb enters the picture. And folks, what he's documented is nothing short of remarkable. Loeb created what he calls the Loeb scale, ranging from 0 for definitely natural objects to 10 for definitely technological artifacts. He ranks 3I Atlas at a 4. Why? Because this object exhibits 8 distinct anomalies that don't fit our understanding of natural comets. Let me walk you through them, one by one. First anomaly, impossible trajectory alignment. 3I Atlas's orbit lies within 5 degrees of the ecliptic plane, the narrow disk where Earth and the other planets orbit the Sun. According to statistical analysis, the probability of a random interstellar comet hitting this target is only 0.2%. Think about it like this. Imagine throwing a dart blindfolded from across a stadium and hitting a dinner plate. That's the level of precision we're seeing here. If 3I Atlas were truly random, it should be coming from any direction in three-dimensional space. Instead, it arrived perfectly aligned with our planetary system's orbital plane. Natural? Maybe. Convenient? Absolutely. Second anomaly, the triple planetary encounter. During its visit to our solar system, 3I Atlas will approach 3 planets unusually close. On October 2nd, it passed just 19/100ths of an astronomical unit from Mars. That's roughly 30 million kilometers. It came within 65/100ths of an astronomical unit of Venus, and will pass 36/100ths of an astronomical unit from Jupiter. The cumulative probability of such a triple encounter happening by chance is about 0.005%. Dr. Loeb points out this is exactly the pattern you'd expect from a planetary survey mission, a spacecraft deliberately designed to visit multiple worlds. NASA's own Voyager probes followed similar trajectories when they performed their grand tours of the outer planets. Third anomaly, the mass discrepancy. If 3I Atlas is truly the size measurements suggest, between 320 meters and 5.6 kilometers in diameter, and if it's a solid object, then it's approximately 1 million times more massive than Oumuamua, the first interstellar visitor. According to models of interstellar object populations, objects this large should be extraordinarily rare. Dr. Loeb stated, "There is not enough material in interstellar space to account for such massive objects being common. The probability of us encountering something this huge should be vanishingly small. Yet here it is. Either we got incredibly lucky or 3I Atlas isn't what it appears to be." Fourth anomaly, chemical composition. On August 6th, 2025, NASA's James Webb Space Telescope analyzed 3I Atlas using its near-infrared spectrograph. The spectral data revealed high concentrations of carbon dioxide, 87% by mass, carbon monoxide at 9%, and water at just 4%. But here's what caught everyone's attention: nickel. Nickel was detected in the gas plume surrounding the object. While trace metals can exist in comets, nickel abundance at these levels is unusual. Some researchers associate concentrated nickel with industrial alloys. Dr. Emily Saunders from NASA said, "It is a monument once in a lifetime. We are attempting to decipher a fragment out of another star system through observation." Fifth anomaly, non-gravitational acceleration. In recent weeks, Dr. Loeb observed what he describes as non-gravitational acceleration of 3I Atlas. The object appears to be moving away from its predicted trajectory in ways that can't be explained by the sun's gravity alone. Loeb told media, "There was some propulsion that moved it away from its original trajectory, and I would have expected it would lose 10 to 20% of its mass as a result of the recoil." Natural comets can exhibit non-gravitational acceleration due to outgassing, the so-called rocket effect. But the magnitude and pattern, Loeb observed, don't quite match conventional cometary behavior. Is 3I Atlas revving an engine? That's the question scientists are now asking. Sixth anomaly, unusual color signature. As 3I Atlas reached perihelion on October 29, 2025, observers noted it registered a distinct blue appearance. This is strange for comets, which typically appear reddish or whitish due to dust and organic compounds. Dr. Loeb speculates the blue color could come from a source of artificial light, or possibly the signature of ionized carbon monoxide for a natural comet. The blue hue could indicate excess heat from an engine or propulsion system, or it could be ionized gas behaving unusually. Either way, it doesn't fit the normal cometary color profile we're used to seeing. Seventh anomaly, the missing tail. When 3I Atlas was first discovered, observers reported no traditional cometary tail. Alan Hale and other astronomers noted the absence of typical cometary features. While a coma eventually developed, the delayed tail formation puzzled scientists. Dr. Loeb argued, insisting that 3I Atlas must be a comet is unwise because it does not exhibit a cometary tail, and its trajectory is fine-tuned to align with the orbital plane of the planets around the Sun. By the time you're watching this, 3I Atlas has developed a spectacular tail and jets of material, exactly what comets do as they warm up. But that initial delay raised eyebrows. Eighth anomaly, the timing. Here's something that sends chills down your spine. 3I Atlas arrived at perihelion when Earth was on the opposite side of the Sun, making the object unobservable from our planet at its closest approach to our star. The likelihood of this timing? 0.005%. If you wanted to study our solar system while avoiding detection from Earth's most advanced telescopes, this is exactly the trajectory you'd choose. Dr. Loeb points out that at perihelion, 3I Atlas was heated by 770 watts per square meter of solar radiation. If it were a natural comet held together by weak gravitational forces, it might have broken apart into fragments, creating a spectacular fireworks display. But if it were technologically manufactured, it might maneuver or release mini probes. We're still waiting to see what happens. Now let's talk about what the scientific community is saying, because not everyone agrees with Dr. Avi Loeb's interpretation. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration, through spokesperson Tom Statler, the agency's lead scientist for solar system small bodies, stated clearly, "It looks like a comet. It does comet things. It very, very strongly resembles, in just about every way, the comets that we know. The evidence is overwhelmingly pointing to this object being a natural body. It's a comet." Statler's assessment represents the mainstream view. Oxford University astrophysicist Chris Lintott was even more direct, dismissing the alien theory as nonsense on stilts and is an insult to the exciting work going on to understand this object. But here's what makes Dr. Avi Loeb different. He's not claiming 3i Atlas is definitely alien technology. He's asking us to keep that possibility on the table while we gather more data. Loeb stated, "If 3i Atlas turns out to be a natural object, we will learn something new about interstellar comets. But if it's technological, we will learn something profound about our cosmic neighbors. Either way, the data should guide us, not our prejudices. This is the scientific method at its finest. We form hypotheses, test them against observations, and let the evidence decide." Professor Jason Wright from Penn State University, director of the Penn State Extraterrestrial Intelligence Center, has been analyzing Loeb's claims systematically. Wright acknowledges that several anomalies are genuine scientific puzzles, including the high nickel abundance, extreme polarization, strange water abundance, and rapid brightening. However, Wright argues these are exactly the sorts of anomalies you'd expect from a new kind of comet from another star system, not evidence of spacecraft engineering. Wright wrote, "The tail and coma have the gases we expect to see from a comet. It's brightening and evolving as it warms up like comets do. If Avi had not claimed it could be an alien spacecraft, no one would be talking about it as anything but a comet." Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb suggests we should investigate further before dismissing the technological hypothesis. He posted a paper titled, "Is the Interstellar Object 3i Atlas Alien Technology?" co-authored with Adam Hibbard and Adam Crowell from the Initiative for Interstellar Studies. The paper presents 9 ideas consistent with 3i Atlas being an intentional alien visitor. Loeb isn't being scientifically rigorous, he's being scientifically open. As he explained in a radio interview, "I would be relieved to know that it is an icy rock, because in that case, humanity will not face any risk. But the possibility that it's technological means we need to take this seriously. An encounter with alien technology could provide access to future technologies that would take us centuries to develop on our own." So, what does all this mean for humanity? We're standing at a crossroads in our understanding of the cosmos. For the first time in recorded history, we're detecting objects from other star systems passing through our neighborhood on a regular basis. 3i Atlas is only the 3rd confirmed interstellar visitor. But as survey telescopes like the Vera C. Rubin Observatory come fully online, astronomers expect to discover dozens, perhaps hundreds more in the coming decades. Each one is a messenger from the distant past, carrying information about stellar systems billions of years old. If 3i Atlas is truly 8 to 11 billion years old, as scientists estimate based on its velocity and trajectory, then it formed in the Milky Way's thick disk when our galaxy was young, possibly twice as old as our entire solar system. Carl Sagan once said, "Extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof." But he never said we couldn't discuss extraordinary claims without extraordinary proof. That's what science is about, asking uncomfortable questions, challenging assumptions, following the data wherever it leads. Consider what Galileo faced when he suggested Earth orbited the Sun. Consider what Einstein endured when he proposed space-time could bend. The greatest discoveries in human history began with someone daring to ask, what if everything we think we know is wrong? Dr. Avi Loeb is asking that question now. Whether 3i Atlas turns out to be a comet or a spacecraft, The answer will reshape our understanding of what's possible in this vast universe. The object represents a mirror held to our understanding of the cosmos. Are we alone? Are there civilizations out there with technology millions of years ahead of ours? If 3I Atlas is natural, we learn about planetary formation in alien star systems. If it's artificial, we learn we're not the only technological species in the galaxy. Either conclusion is profound beyond measure. So what do you all think about this story? Natural phenomenon, alien technology, or something entirely new? Leave your theories in the comments, and if you want to follow every update in this saga, subscribe to the channel, because December 19th, 2025, when 3I Atlas makes its closest approach to Earth at 170 million miles, promises to be epic. See you next time. See.